Pisces, welcome to May. We are in the creation cycle, the Taurus cycle, and we're still reeling from the impact of all the energy in April. Lunar eclipse, Grand Cardinal Cross, a solar eclipse on April 29th. And that energy has been in what's called your solar third house of communication and thinking, and what you need to know that helps in the day-to-day functioning of life. And yet, this energy of creation is suggesting that your thoughts are going to be very powerful this month, that how you think can basically manifest. So be very careful of what you're thinking. That old saying, be careful what you wish for, because you might get it. So be extremely conscious this month. On the full moon in Scorpio is very passionate. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of intensity, there's a lot of vibration that you as a Pisces will pick up very intuitively, whether somebody's angry or whether somebody's happy. This day around the 14th and the leading up to the 14th, even the 12th and the 13th, you'll feel this deep energy. Now, this energy is suggesting for you, so this creation cycle of what you think you can create, you're very creative anyways, that it's impacting money somehow. Because Venus and Uranus is in your financial house, and this energy is saying there could be some very creative ideas that come your way that could impact you financially. It might be something on the side. It doesn't have to be anything big. It's actually suggesting that it could be something that's a hobby of yours that you start to develop. Maybe it's not like next weekend you go to a craft arts festival and sell paintings or photographs, but it could be the beginning of an idea that down the road, that it's nothing you'll have to do, but it might be a lot of fun for you to do, something in the creative field. But it is saying there's still more for you to learn. There's also this energy, the sun is connected with Sedna, that concept of feeling betrayed by life. You know, I thought that this was going to turn out this way and it didn't. But it's not about getting stuck in that deep emotions. It's about moving beyond it and saying, okay, here's where I am. And what have I learned from this? What can I learn from this? It's a very strong learning cycle for you. Now, when Mars goes direct on the 19th, this energy is really kicking off what was going on in April with the Grand Cardinal Cross, that energy of being pulled into 4 different directions. And how do I stay centered? And because Mars is the faster moving planet and Mars is moving direct. And it's happening for you. It's in Libra, of course. Mars has been retrograde in Libra. In an angle to you of making adjustments. But part of it is adjusting to what you expect from other people and what other people expect from you. And putting some effort or energy into understanding what is a fair balance between this expectations of what other people can do for you, want to do for you, are willing to do for you, and vice versa, what you're willing to do for them. Also, another level, it's saying just, put some energy into making sure there's balance in the financial aspect of life, that what you're giving out is what's going out is coming in, and that you feel that what you do for others is fair and equal. Are you always picking up the check at the restaurant? That type of a thing. Now, the next day, the sun goes into Gemini. And the Gemini energy is, of course, it's what's called square, right? Square your Pisces energy. And it's in a sector of the chart for you that represents home and family. But it's your subconscious too. It's the roots, it's the foundation. And being in Gemini, which is an air sign ruled by Mercury, it's saying that how you think about things is so incredibly important. To not allow yourself, Gemini can get scattered. The 4th house is our foundation. Do you feel that your foundation of life is scattered or solid? That it's first created on what you think, but is it like a pieces of the puzzle? Do they make sense? Do you have discord, conflicting thoughts that are not congruent with having a strong foundation, emotional foundation in your life? So in another way to say this, when the moon catches up to the sun and the new moon in Gemini, you'll have more conscious awareness of where you could feel a duality about what you believe, and it's also suggesting that there may have been conflicting beliefs or ideas that were given to you when you were growing up. Your mom believed one thing, your father believed something else, your grandmother had a third opinion, your sister, you just got all these different conflicting things and that. And now this is the time of the cycle of the year for you to find what's really strong for you, so you have your inner strength to go out and be very creative. Because it goes back to this, we're still creation, this creative cycle for you. The day of the new moon, Mercury is going into Cancer and Venus is going into Taurus. So when Mercury goes into Cancer, it's going, which is good. It's your water sign. It's Jupiter's in Cancer, is a water sign. It's in your 5th house of what you love, finding your joy. Think about what brings you joy. Get in touch with how you feel about something. Just don't go out and do something for fun because it sounds like fun or it's supposed to be fun. How do you really feel about going to that party with those people? How do you really feel about going to the park? How do you really feel about going to the festival, about going to the labor, in the States, we have Memorial Day weekend. How do you really feel about going to these things? And if something you have an unsettled feeling, clear it out. Doesn't mean not go, but get to the root of it. Clear it out. So when you go, you don't have other stuff hanging out there. It's like, oh, why do I just not really that happy? And maybe your emotional body will tell you, I don't really feel good after I hang out with these people. So why am I doing this? Where else would I feel better? Now the Venus into Taurus here. When Venus goes into Taurus, we're going back to that solar eclipse in the beginning of the month about finding value. What do I value? And remembering, it's activating that creation cycle of what you're thinking you're going to be creating. So be careful what you think.